Right. Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker.
Kamal Singh Bakshi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It has been very rare that when I have followed two positive speeches, one by Dr. Honorable Nathan Guy and Shane Arden, talking about positive things. Mr. Speaker, it's my pleasure to participate in general debate today. Mr. Speaker, we have been celebrating Diwali in our Parliament since 2003. As we celebrate Diwali today in Parliament once again, I feel proud to reside in a country that values all the cultural diversity. Mr. Speaker, may I also share that we have been a small nation. However, with us we have close to 100 nationalities living in this beautiful country. The reason for this, of course, is very welcoming and open attitude of New Zealanders. All migrants play a very important role in building trade and cultural ties between their native countries and adopted country, that is New Zealand. I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate Indian Space Research Organisation on successful launch of PSLV C-25 in the Mars orbit. With this successful launch, India has entered a group of selected countries which its first Mars mission pronounced as a success. Mr. Speaker, in past month or so, I have opportunity to travel across New Zealand to attend Diwali celebrations. It was wonderful to see that most of the places I visited, majority of people attending Diwali celebrations were not only of Indian origin, rather these were New Zealanders who have embraced and open-heartedly accepted Indian Kiwis. I could see people enjoying the food and the dances and the cultural performances, buying ethnic dresses for themselves and their children. Another wonderful example of New Zealanders have positively embraced Indian Kiwis is our sports team. Ish Sodhi, an Kiwi Indian cricketer who recently included in Black Caps squad and represented New Zealand cricket team against Bangladesh. Before Ish, we had Deepak Patel and Jatin Patel, both cricketers of Indian Kiwi origin and represented New Zealand. Mr. Speaker, it is my dream to see a person of Asian ethnicity make it to mighty All Blacks one day. Mr. Speaker, if we look beyond the food and ethnic community educated new ways of living and doing things, these may not be necessarily what we have used to. It is the difference of our eating pattern, lifestyle, social behavior, and gives New Zealand its international flavor. This is very positive lesson I have learned long ago. It is not right, it is not wrong, it is just different. And I choose to live and learn from this statement. The Christchurch earthquake was no doubt a tragic and unforgettable event in the history of this country. However, the best thing for me to see each time I visit Christchurch is how different cultures and communities help each other and continue to do so without any prejudice. And as I visit different parts of New Zealand, I continue to hear great things that New Zealanders share with me on the work of this National Party government. While the opposition continues with the negativity, and ground reality is that every average New Zealander is positive about the direction that this leader of National Party, Right Honourable John Key, is taking us in. Ordinary New Zealanders are very happy with the progress we have made. When the rest of the world lags at sub-zero levels of growth, we managed to average of about 2%. The recent survey by Bank of New Zealand reveals that the business confidence at present is at the highest in decades. There are no doubts in my mind that the migrant community of New Zealand has contributed to our nation's growth and business confidence. The recent media release by Statistics New Zealand confirms that the employment growth continues in the labour market. The employment rate rose to 64.4% and unemployment fell to 6.2%. Over the September 2013 quarter, the number of people employed rose 2.4% in household labour force survey. Demand for workers from established businesses rose 1.9 in quarterly employment survey.
Phil Twyford.
And now back to the future. Mr. Speaker,